Hi there again, welcome to the next part of the pinball machine build. Been a bit of a delay in getting the next video out because my mini SD card reader seems to have died, so I had to order another one online, which took a little while to get here. So I couldn't check the footage that I had done. So I've got that sorted out now. So I thought I'll do an update, show you how the pinball machine is looking. It's all together now. Buttons are all connected up and working. Joystick is working. All the panels are on. Managed to get the screen more or less level. So I ended up putting the wooden panels underneath, the perspex on top. Haven't secured those bits yet on the sides and the top. I still need to figure that bit out. But it's working. So basically I've programmed the buttons in iPack on the computer. So you just assign all the buttons there, then go into the game and assign the buttons. What I did find out, you cannot have a controller connected to the PC because with Pinball Arcade it defaults to the controller, resets all your inputs for the keyboard, and then you've got to start from scratch, do them all again. And I've had quite a hassle to try and get it working again. I basically started from scratch in iPack, reassigned all the buttons in there, went into the settings in Pinball Arcade, reassigned all the buttons there. The only problem in Pinball Arcade, it just says null on the menu. I'll show you here actually. Just get to settings. Hang on. I'm pressing the back button instead of select. That's why we're getting chucked back out of there. Controls, keyboard, mouse. As you can see there, it just says null. It doesn't actually say what your key assignments are on there. So it's a bit difficult to tell whether they have been assigned or not. It's a bit of a pain with Pinball Arcade. Not the best way of doing it. It does kind of beep when you press the button on the keyboard to assign it, and I found out you have to play an actual game and then complete that game, complete that table, then come out of Pinball Arcade to force it to save that config file on the PC. But for some reason came back to it after a few days, buttons were not working again, had to start from scratch again. So anyway, hopefully it'll keep on working. Back button to come out. We go to our tables just to show you that the menu is working on here. Select, I keep getting those mixed up. We can sort these if I can get to there. By manufacturer. Those are all the Williams tables on here, which are some of the best I reckon that came out in pinball world. The real pinball machine as well, the real machines. I prefer the Williams machines to most of the other ones. Bally, there's some good ones there as well. Circus Voltaire, Champion, the Champion Pub, that's like a boxing thing. There's some good ones on there as well. Judge Dredd, World Champion Soccer, that's a bit of a weird one. Stern, AC/DC, Harley Davidson, there's some good ones on there. Big Buck Hunter, that's quite a recent one, that's a new one. Frankenstein, that one's good. Mustang, Star Trek, Whoa Nelly, that's a new one that came out recently. Then you've got the Gottlieb ones. There's some classic ones like Big Shot, Centigrade. Those are like the sort of 70s, where you've got the old type scoring where it ticks over, which is quite nice. So those are all the Gottlieb ones. Jack's Open is a good one. That's like a card game. It's also an old school sort of machine there. So yeah, basically joystick is working now on all the menus and that. Struggled to get the keys assigned to that, but eventually I worked it out. So what I'm going to do now, I'll do a bit of a demo I'll pick a game. Hopefully you can see it nicely from this angle. Let's see, Whirlwind, that must be my all-time favorite, or one of my favorites. And I also managed to get the sound working on the monitor now through the Windows sound settings after I upgraded my Windows 10, because I realized it hadn't finished the update last time or something. It was still on 1909, it's now on 2004, which is the latest Windows 10. So that seems to have sorted out also other issues on my PC, such as the indexing, where you could just type a letter from the menu to find stuff, and that wasn't working. I couldn't locate anything just by typing a letter, but that's all working as well since I've done the update, so it's all good. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and give you a bit of a demo to show you how it works on here. There's no lag on these buttons, no noticeable lag on there. They seem to all work quite well. And you know, at least you can hammer them, because that's what you're supposed to do in pinball. These are quite sturdy buttons, they're designed for gaming. So here we go. This is Whirlwind. I'll keep quiet now because you probably won't hear me properly because of the noise of the game. Just a quick demo. Press the wrong button again, press the back button instead of select. Get back in there. Right, there we go. Start. Plunger, I've just got a button for the plunger there. And of course your nudge buttons are the white ones on the sides, the black ones are, or grey ones are the flipper buttons, and then that one's to change the camera angle. So here we go. Whirlwind. Right, there's the multi-ball. I think we just got an extra ball. Oh. So yeah, that's just a bit of a quick bit of gameplay to demonstrate to you how it works. Like I say, the buttons are quite responsive, and you know, I'm quite pleased with this build. I may take it further and build another box on the back for the scores, with another screen for the scores and that. I did sort of round off these corners here. I still might do a bit more rounding off on these edges, because they kind of dig into your palms a little bit. It is better since I rounded those bits off. I'll sand those down with the old sanding machine. But yeah, as you can see, good response from them. And I need to set up Pinball FX and Demon's Tilt on here. I did have profiles in iPack, and they also had stopped working for some reason, so I'll maybe do a separate video on those games, because I don't want to bore you too much with all the gaming part of it. No. Just wanted to show you that it does work. Hopefully you can see it in this light. You know, being evening time, the light isn't that great. Just give you a bit of a view from the side and a bit on the back where the cables are coming out through the hole that I made there. yeah, but you know, nice and level, like I say. It's pretty level as I could get it, let's put it that way. And all together and working. So hopefully you enjoyed this follow-up on the video on the pinball table, and I'll maybe do a video on some of the other pinball at some stage, Pinball FX and so on. And I have also had MAME working on here, some of the shoot 'em up games. I may do a bit of a video on that in one of my future videos. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you all stay well and safe. And until next time, bye bye for now.